The globe is on the verge of uncertainty as the Russia-Ukraine conflict escalates. There is no solution in sight, and these BRICS political parties, joined by their allies, have once again stressed that dialogue should be given a chance by warring parties.
In line with our anti-war stance, we call for the immediate silencing of guns in the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the start of dialogue as proposed by the African Leaders Peace Mission, China and others.
But another dominant issue has to be the expansion of BRICS bloc to be a champion of Global South.
The growing influence of BRICS and other multilateral forums such as the G20 is evidence that countries are refusing to be spectators of this changing geopolitical environment. As this BRICS Political Parties Plus dialogue showed, we are co-architects of change in our world.
What's going to be important is to strengthen the internal capacity of the BRICS to actually track its own progress. So there's going to be obviously a lot of agreements on a whole range of issues. So what's important is to be able to consolidate, but to be able to track in real time what has actually been achieved, so that when you move from summit to summit, you know what you've done and what is actually left to be done.
Countries like Nigeria, Algeria, Egypt, Saudi Arabia and others have shown the interest to be part of BRICS.
We believe as a country that it is time for multilateralism. There needs to be multiple sources for issues to be addressed. We understand that the G7 and some of the decisions that were made could be very unilateral, and we believe that the proposal and what BRICS represents is that alternative. I don't want to call it an alternative, but an option for countries to decide on how to engage with the world.
Peace and security in Africa also featured prominently as the continent is also facing raging conflicts in Sudan and other parts.
The situation is that it has displaced so many people who have now come to South Sudan, and South Sudan government is now overwhelmed by the number of refugees coming to South Sudan. That's the humanitarian part of it, and we appeal in fact to the humanitarian organizations to give any kind of support to the refugees that have been displaced and that are now staying in the northern part of South Sudan.
The matter of Western Sahara is a matter of concern even for the BRICS member and for the political party who are participating to this event. And I must say, in accordance with the situation today in Western Sahara, which is worsening, because you see not only the Moroccan invasion, but this alliance between Morocco and Israel.
Kyle Kumalo, SABC News, Boksburg.